Imagine there's a race going on, and I ask you to predict who is going to win this race. The two people running the race are exactly the same physically, skill-wise, it's the exact same match. Okay, they're twins, let's say. Physically, mentally, everything is the same. One of them, though, have a large 100 kgs backpack, and the other person does not have anything. And it's a 500-meter race. Who do you think will win if you had to bet your life? The person that does not have that 1 kg bag. It is a fairly simple, obvious choice to make. There's no complication when you think about it. But what if I tell you that the person with the 100 kgs bag is actually you or me? We're moving towards our target, we're moving towards our goal, but we're carrying a lot of things. We're carrying expectations, we're carrying people's opinions, we are carrying a certain dream. We just have a lot of things to lose, and we're carrying all of those things and we're dragging ourselves towards the finish line, while the other person, they have nothing to lose. They've lost everything. They are just them, and they're moving towards the target, right? This is important because in life, we are not really the sole players. We have this entire world, and it is interacting with us. This camera that I'm using to film this particular video is essential for me to create this video. I'm essential, but this camera is also essential. Imagine I stop having this camera, or imagine someone who is a camera expert did not even invent this camera. I couldn't have invented it myself, could I? So even for me, fully, the whole of me, in order for me to make this video, I am depending on this physical thing to come to you, right? So one thing that I've been really thinking about in the recent months, a lot of changes in my life, and one thing that comes up again and again is how often my life is dictated by the things that are not physically me, the thoughts, the expectation, like how someone is viewing me. How would I be viewed in front of XYZ if I pursued this thing? If I let go of this thing, how would the Hamza from 2 years ago feel about, like, there's so much things that I'm carrying when I'm taking every decision, that there's no way that decision itself is not objectively the best one. It is the most acceptable one, in my opinion, because with everything that I have, the expectations, the thoughts, the goal of where I should have been, the goal of what I should be doing, dictated by the environment, by the past me, by someone else, everything, I would just end up choosing the thing that appeases all of these things, as opposed to the objectively best decision to be made in this situation. So I'm making it a point in my life right now to actively look at the baggage that I'm carrying. What is inside this 100 kg backpack? Let's take it off temporarily. See exactly what are the contents inside, and really assess if these things are really things that I need to carry forward, right? Any decision that you make is based on everything you have experienced up until that moment. So if I make a decision right now, it's based on everything that the universe has given to me and I reflected upon to come to that conclusion. But in just 1 second, there's new exposure. I can hear the cars, I can see someone doing something there. I could hear someone say something over there in just this moment. And then now I have new information, and that decision may not be the best decision based on this information that I'm learning right now. So we are more or less doing like an open heart surgery in our lives, where we're making a decision, but the thing is still ongoing. It's not shut down. It's not prone to any changes, right? So especially in life, when you want something, you decided upon something, you're moving towards it, and things are coming up, things are changing, but because you decided, because this happened, because that expectation, because that's what you're supposed to do, you end up not recognizing things that needs to be changing. Okay, so really, I'm going through this, and I'm sharing you while I'm going through this, is the wisdom and the benefit in just asking yourself, why am I doing this thing? What's the force behind it? What is the voice behind it? Is it the voice of fear, the voice of the fear of disappointing other people, the voice of this is what good people do, or this is what I'm supposed to do, this is what my family expects of me to do, this is what the world needs, this is how the world works. Any excuse that we're giving to ourselves, we need to really ask if that is grounded in objective reality. Is that grounded in my own best interest, by the way? It doesn't even have to be objective or logical. Is it really in your best interest to make the decision that you're trying to make? Or is it your reaction to the expectation of anything or anyone, or your stubbornness to move towards a point because you decided it at some point in your life? You really need to dissect that and figure out what is the next best thing. It has to be a balance where you're working towards something for an X amount of time, but always leave yourself room for reflection if there's some new information that you got whilst you were performing that thing. If it's like smaller things, you should have a weekly reflection session, primarily on Saturdays. So Saturdays are usually my weekly reflection days. And if there's something big, you should do like a quarterly review of it or an annual review of it. And even if you're not changing that decision, you're always finding points to improve upon it. And you're also reinforcing the correct methodology or the correct thinking. Like if you're doing something for you and it's objectively good for you, and when you're reflecting, you're reinforcing that thing and you're giving yourself more reasons to continue on that path. I'm not saying that we should just be robots with no expectations, no baggages. I personally feel it's a very human feeling. That's why we have it. What I do believe in is in the separation of baggage or the things that we're carrying on that is playing an extremely negative role in our life, and being able to let go of that, and or even just coming in terms with the baggage that you have. That's the first step, right? So I hope this video gave you some thoughts on how to operate in the realm of expectations, and I will see you in the next video.